Hello everyone, my name is John Watkins and I'm the owner of Nashville Home Inspection. I've been inspecting homes in Middle Tennessee for 12 years. I like to say I've been providing peace of mind one home at a time since 1999. That's kind of catchy. Yeah. I guess there's so many different aspects of a home inspection. There's no way we could cover them all here, but I guess what I'm going to go over is this, is that a home inspection is basically a visual assessment of the home, including its roofing, foundation, windows, siding, crawl space if there is one, heating, electrical, and plumbing. Contrary to what you see on HGTV, we don't tear walls open and look inside the walls. So there are things called latent defects that just cannot be discovered during a home inspection because it's inside a wall. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around the outside of the home and we're going to look at things like the shingles. How old are they? Are they starting to curl? Are there missing shingles? Are they worn so bad that you start to see the fiberglass fibers? A lot of times you can see that shine from the road. We're going to walk around the house. If it's brick, we're going to look for cracks between the bricks, which are not nearly as serious most of the time as a crack that goes completely through the brick. Two different kinds of cracks. Most of the time cracks between the bricks aren't structural. But we're going to note those as well because they need to be addressed anyway. You get the cracks filled and slow bug traffic. If there's a crawl space, we're going to go in there and look for things like structural compromise. Moisture. Moisture in crawl spaces is a pretty big issue in Middle Tennessee just because we get a lot of rain. We're also going to look for heating and air conditioning issues. A lot of times I'll go in a crawl space and find ducts that have been disconnected. And so you've been heating and cooling your crawl space for a year. Then we go inside, we're going to check all your major permanently installed appliances. I don't check washer and dryers. I don't check refrigerators. I check things that are attached. Reason being, I used to inspect washer and dryers and refrigerators, and I got a couple of calls and say, well, this refrigerator's not working, and this washer and dryer's not working. And on 2 occasions, I went back, and luckily I had a photograph of it, and the guy who sold the house had swapped them out. Once the home was inspected, was something that didn't work, and took them with me. So if it can be moved, I don't inspect it, just for that. Anyway, we're going to check all your major installed appliances. We're going to check your plumbing system, make sure you don't have any leaks under sinks, pretty common. Make sure you don't have any leaks at bathtub drains on the 2nd floor that can damage the drywall above. We're going to check your heating and air conditioning. We want to make sure that it's cooling properly. We want to make sure that it's heating properly. We're going to check the age of all those components because the typical lifespan of a water heater is 12 to 13 years. Typical lifespan of a heating and air conditioning system is about the same age, and they vary greatly depending on how much you pay for it, basically. But we're going to check all those, and so I can give you an idea. Well, listen, this heating and air conditioning system is 10 years old. It looks like it's been serviced regularly, so you ought to get a few more years out of it. Or this air conditioning system is 25 years old, and it's done. By some miracle it's working today, but it may not next week. And then what we do is we take digital photographs of any defects or deficiencies that we may find, and we put those in the report. And below each photograph will say what's going on in that photograph, and maybe there'll be a drawing on that photograph pointing to exactly what I'm talking about. I know I probably should have been clicking, but I tend to just talk and not click. Hopefully, I know that was short, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what I do. And if you have any questions, I've got cards out here, and you can call me tonight, tomorrow, 10 years from now, and ask me a question. Even if you don't use me, you move to a home, you have a question, call me. If you're living in a home now and you have a question about something that you don't think is right, give me a call. I'll help you out. Any questions? Thank you so much.